Continuation of discuss in Article 125. What are the circumstances considered in determining the liability of an officer detaining a person beyond legal period? For the purpose of determining the criminal liability of an officer detaining a person for more than the time prescribed by the revised penal code, the means of communications the 4 hour as well as number 2, the hour of arrest, and number 3, the circumstances such the times of surrender and the material possibly for the fiscal to make the investigation and file the time necessary information must be taken into consideration para malaman na ang para malaman ang pananagutan ng isang alagad ng batas sa pagkulong sa isang taong lagpas sa isang oras na tinakda ng Revised Penal Code. Number 1. Ang pamaraan na pakikipag-ugnayan pati na. Number 2, ang oras ng paghuli. At number 3, iba pang pangyayari katulad ng oras ng pagsuko at ang pisikal na posibilidad para sa piskal na makaimbestiga sa pagsampa ng kinakailangang reklamo ay dapat isaalang-alang. Will the violation of Article 125 affect the legality of confinement under the process issued by a court? The failure of arresting officer to deliver the person arrested to judicial authority within time of specified in Article 125 does not affect the legality of the confinement of the person who is detained because of the warrant subsequently issued by competent court when an information was filed therein. Ang bigong pagsampa ng kaso sa korte ng humuling alagad ng batas laban sa taong hinuli sa loob ng oras na itinakda ng Article 124 ay hindi makakaapekto sa legalidad ng pagkakakulong ng tao na nakulong sa pamamagitan ng mandato de aresto na inilabas ng korte pagkatapos na maisampa ang reklamo. Will the fiscal be liable for arbitrary detention under Article 125? If the fiscal does not file the information within the period prescribed by the law, the arresting officer continues holding the prisoner beyond the prescribed prison. The fiscal will not be responsible for violation of said Article 125 because he is not the one who has arrested and illegally detained the person arrested unless he has ordered or induced the arresting officer to hold and release the prisoners after the expiration of said period. Kung ang piskal ay nagsampa ng kaso sa loob ng ilang oras na itinakda ng batas na humuling alagad ng batas na nagpapatuloy sa pagkulong ng preso lagpas sa itinakdang oras, ang piskal ay hindi mananagot sa paglabag sa Article 125 dahil hindi siya ang humuli at illegal na nagkulong sa taong hinuli pera na lang kung inutos niya o inudyakan niya ang humuling alagad ng batas para ikulong at hindi palayain ng preso pagkatapos ng nabanggit na oras. What is the remedy where the warrant was improperly used? If the accused was illegally detained because he was arrested without a preliminary examination, what should have been done to set aside the warrant of arrest and in order to discharge of the accused but without enjoining the judge from conducting preliminary investigation and afterwards properly issuing a warrant of arrest. Kung akusado ay illegal na ikunlong dahil hinuli siya na walang preliminary examination Ang dapat na ginawa sana ay itabi muna ang mandato de aresto at iutos ang pagpapalaya sa akusado. Pero hindi utusan ng huwes na gumawa ng preliminary examination para matapos ang mapalaba ang mandato de aresto. What are the rights of the person detained? Rights of the person detained. Number 1, he shall be informed for the cause of his detention. Dapat ipaalam sa kanya ang dahilan ng kanyang pagkakulong. He shall be allowed upon his request to communicate with the conferor at any time with his attorney or counsel. Article 125 Part 2. Dapat hayaan siya base sa kanyang hiling na makipag-ugnayan at makapanayam sa anumang oras ang kanyang abogado. Article 125 Part 2. What are the effect of public officer or employee prevents the exercise of the law of attorneys to visit and confer with persons arrested? Any public officer or employee who shall obstruct, prohibited, or otherwise prevent the attorney entitled to practice in the Court of the Philippines from visiting and conferring privately with the person arrested and any hour of the day or urgent cases of the night, said visit and conference being requested by a person arrested by another acting in his behalf shall be punished by Arresto Mayor. RA 85-7. Kahit sinong opisyal o publiko empleyado na humadlang na nagbabawal o di kaya ay pumigil sa abogado na may karapatang magtrabaho sa loob ng mga korte sa Pilipinas na pagbisita at mapanayam sa pribado ang taong hinuli sa kahit anong oras o ng araw o sa panahon ng kinakailangan sa gabi. Ang nabanggit na pagbisita ay pagpapanayam ay hinihingi ng taong hinuli sa pamamagitan ng ibang tao na pumagitna para sa kanya ay mapaparusahan ng Arresto Mayor. Number 7. What is the reason for provision of Article 125? Article 125 is the revised penal code is intended to prevent any abuse resulting from confining a person without informing him or his offense and without permitting him to go on bail. Ang Article 125 ng Revised Penal Code ay sinasadyang ginawa para mapigilan ang anumang pag-aabuso mula sa pagkakulong ng isang tao na hindi ipinaalam sa kanya ang kanyang kasalanan at hindi pinahintulutan na makapaglabas sa pamamagitan ng piyansa. What is the difference between Article 125 and Article 124? In arbitrary detention under Article 124, the detention is illegal from beginning. Arbitrary detention under Article 125, the detention is legal in the beginning, but illegally of the detention starts from expiration of any of the periods of the time specified in Article 125. Without detained person, the detained having been delivered to the proper judicial authority. Sa arbitrary detention sa ilalim ng Article 124, ang pagkulong ay illegal mula sa palamang. Sa arbitrary detention sa ilalim ng Article 125 ay legal sa simula pero naging illegal mula nang matapos ang mga alinman sa mga oras na itinakda ng Article 125 na hindi nasampang ng kaso sa korte ang ikinulong na tao.